Is heavy bleeding during implantation normal?
Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is often a concern for those who are in the early stages of pregnancy. It's all about implantation bleeding. One of the common questions many expectant mothers have is it normal to experience heavy bleeding during implantation while pregnant? Let's get into it and unravel this question.
What is implantation bleeding?
Implantation bleeding is a small amount of spotting or bleeding that happens after a newly fertilized egg attaches to the lining of the uterus. It's one of the earliest signs of pregnancy and usually happens about 6 to 12 days after conception. The bleeding is generally very light, often described as spotting, and is typically much lighter than menstrual bleeding. It's usually pink or brown in color and lasts for a short duration, typically a few hours to a few days.
Is heavy bleeding normal?
If you're experiencing heavy bleeding, similar to a period, it's unlikely to be implantation bleeding. Heavy bleeding could be a sign of other conditions, such as a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy. It's essential to seek medical attention immediately if you're pregnant and experiencing heavy bleeding, severe abdominal pain, or lightheadedness.
How to differentiate between implantation bleeding and period?
Implantation bleeding and periods can be differentiated based on timing, color, consistency, and volume of the bleeding. Implantation bleeding is typically lighter in volume and a different color than a normal period. Also, implantation bleeding might occur a few days before the expected date of your period, and it will be much shorter in duration. To sum up, experiencing heavy bleeding during implantation is not common or normal. If you experience heavy bleeding and you think you might be pregnant, it's crucial to consult with your healthcare provider promptly to rule out any potential complications. Remember, every person and every pregnancy is unique, so if you're unsure, it's always best to seek medical advice. Stay safe and take care.